Hello people in the house out doing today. We're doing a Q&A for the month of February. So we're doing a Q&A last month, and there's a good few questions, so bear with me because it's just a good few and it takes a long time to get through some of them because if I stayed here all day I'd read them all, but time flies. So the first question comes from, I don't know, but as I always say, if you ever want to be called out, just say that you want to be called out because I don't know if these people want to be called out. But do you see nationalists in Ireland, with an Irish passport and Northern Ireland as Irish citizens? I do, as I said in the reply to them, I do because they have Ireland at heart and they want to be Irish and they want to show the appreciation to Ireland. So that's the action. So what made you start YouTube? I know this person wanted to be called out. I'm trying to find it now. If I could find it, that'd be nice. Yeah. So what made you take up YouTube? What made me take up YouTube? Sean WC said this. Great YouTuber. Make sure you subscribe to him. He has over 200 subscribers. Make sure you go and subscribe to him. So what made me take up YouTube? So first of all, I had nothing to do when I was growing up, and 2 years ago, I had nothing to do. Was wanting to do something because was sitting here doing absolute damn all, and you're just watching everything happen around you and you just want to do something, play games, have fun. And when back then it was play GTA 5 and do gaming videos, not political videos and causing hassle for politicians and so forth and so on. But we're not saying any more about that. But yeah, that's what made me take up YouTube, and I just wanted to see what I could do. That's the weird thing. See, could the person with dyslexia do something with their life instead of just sitting down and not saying anything and not afraid to talk and how would I describe this? Afraid to realize that they have the same right as anybody to be on YouTube or to do something. That's another thing. So somebody here says, why did you ever choose to do technical graphics? So I remember somebody asked me this once. I know this person, but I'm not going to say your name because you probably want to be said in that thing. So why did they want to do technical graphics? I just wanted to do it, let's be honest. I done technical graphics in the school, not any good at it. Because I'm just going to show you now with you too. So as you can see, this is my hand. This is my two hands. Yeah, opposite, I have two hands. So as you can see, I have a shake in my hand. People probably don't know that, but literally I'm going to have my hand. You probably can't see it in the video, but there's a shake. There's a shake there, but you probably just can't see it. That's the thing. You can see this finger moving a tiny bit, but you just can't really make it out. So that's the reason why. So if I'm drawing something, my hand starts to shake a tiny bit, like you can see a tiny bit when I'm holding the pen. It shakes just a small bit, and even if I had a ruler up against it, I'm still going to be just a tiny bit off because by shake and everything. That's why. And also, people with dyslexia and lines and measurements do not mix. That's the truth. Excuse me, I need to choke there. So yeah, that's my opinion there. So one person said, this is when I was talking about a long time ago about a video with the American guards with guns and Irish guards have no guns. He said, you know nothing about America. Basically, in watching your video, somebody who doesn't know a damn thing about the United States or the problems we have to deal with, you never trust an opinion of somebody who's completely uneducated. And I responded to this by saying, there's no point to be mean. I was just proving a point, and I still stick by my point and what I said in that video. I said that the Irish guards do not shoot before they try and take the person alive. They don't try and take them dead because they want to find out the motivation. Why did you do this crime? Why did you do this? Why did you do that? They get more of an understanding. Why did they? Was it something that happened in their life? If somebody died belonged to them? Did somebody commit suicide? Did they suicided themselves? Like, to understand that, like, if I was a cop and if I shot somebody could have got help, let's just say that, and he wasn't a danger then, but just started shooting at him for no apparent reason. like them things. I understand what this fellow was saying. I did reply to him saying I don't know much about America. I know a good bit about America. I do know a good bit about geography and history of America, but I don't know to day life. And I said to him, this person, he wouldn't know much about Ireland either. He'd probably know where the capital city is. He'd probably know maybe not what Ireland's famous for. Things like that. But you wouldn't know how much tax income they have to take home, and what streets they live on, or what streets is the biggest streets, what streets are the busiest, what towns are the busiest, and so forth and so on. But also so what would you do to fix the homelessness crisis? Somebody asked me this. This is a month ago. Well, as I said in one video, I'll try and work out the House and Force program that the Finnish government are doing in Finland. In other words, they have a solid program. They don't do all this crap. We're just sitting around putting people into hotels to get them a house straight away. Not even a question asked, because the government over there are more people friendly. They do not want anybody lying in the streets. They refuse to see any people lying in the streets. We'll never let anybody lie in the streets, and that's what we have to get over in this country. Because if we had a government that had a brain like that, then we'd be perfect. Because that's why Finland is a country that is progressing in the world stage, and not really showing off about it. Because they just get on with it and don't say any of the countries. They just, like Finland's in the back, over on the other side, and you never hear about them. You hear about America talking about we have 10,000 nukes or whatever we have. And you hear the UK going, what about Brexit? We're going to be broke and all this. And then you hear about buses giving out about this. Like, you never hear what Finland's doing. You never hear what Helsinki's doing, the government and Helsinki are doing. Because they're just doing their own thing and minding their own business. And that's exactly what countries have to do. Try and mind their own business. Because I understand some things, like some countries have to get involved in things like the Venezuelan thing. Like, you have to try and get involved in things like that. So, there is a lot comments here, but good God, I'm here all day I've had to speak to. Fuck. Sorry, excuse me. Yeah, man, Seamus comments, I wanted to bring this up. The junior sort science teaches, it'd be hard enough to the pass, and the Department of Education don't give a damn so far. Which is true. I know. I seen the junior sword science course. I seen some of them. I didn't see the full. I didn't see the. How would I put that? I seen a preview of it. I didn't see the whole of it. But I seen a bit of it. I asked the Department of Education for a copy of it. I didn't. It's not the full thing. It's just a practice one. They don't even have it done yet. They're gonna have it done by next month. The full thing, like they just taking up questions now that, as we all know, the mock exams are going on across the country in secondary schools, so they're just trying to get data from that before they start doing the junior sort exam or the leaving sort exam. They try and make them up. So yeah, they're just focusing on the moment in time and trying to do that. Yeah, it's the Department of Education, like it's all common level. It's not higher level, only level or lower level, but you know. Anyway, let me see. So here's a number. So if I have 52 apples, this is I don't know where this came out of. If I have 52 apples and I take 60 away, what would I have? And I said you probably have nothing. And he said it was right. that's the highlight of this. I predicted the future. I predicted the apples will go extinct. And that's really it. There's not really much more I can really say though. Like, that was a funny one at the end because I think I read his mind before he said it, and I think he was more surprised. Anyway, thank you for watching. Subscribe, and bye.